Life moves fast, and so should the answers to your biggest questions. Welcome to Endo Batteries Quick Connect, your direct line to expert insights. Short, powerful, and right to the point. You send in the questions, I bring in the experts, and in just 5 minutes, you get the knowledge you need. No long episodes, no extra time needed. And just remember, expert opinions shared here are for general information and not for personalized medical advice. Always consult your provider for your case-specific guidance. Got a question? Send it in, and let's quickly get you the answers. I'm your host, Alana, and it's time to connect. Today, I am joined at the table by my guest, Dr. Francesco Di Chiara, a leading consultant thoracic surgeon at the John Radcliffe Hospital in Oxford, and a true pioneer in minimally invasive chest surgery. Renowned internationally for developing and refining cutting-edge techniques, including groundbreaking single-incision procedure for thoracic outlet syndrome, Dr. Di Chiara is transforming the way we approach complex thoracic conditions with deep expertise in lung cancer, chest wall trauma, and rare disorders like thoracic endometriosis. He's not only a gifted surgeon, but also a passionate educator and an innovator. I am thrilled to be diving into this conversation with someone who is shaping the future for thoracic endometriosis. Please help me in welcoming Dr. Francesco Di Chiara. Is there imaging that can help detect thoracic endometriosis, or is that similar to the pelvis where it's hard?
It's similar to the pelvis, it probably worse. So the best investigation that we have now is the same, is MRI with specific endometriosis protocol and with T1 fat saturated and so on. So there are two main barriers for diagnosis. One is the training of radiologists, which I often discuss with, because I think they want to find the reassuring finding of the round endometrioma, which is, solid definite lesion. Is almost never there in the chest, and they're often very thin and widespread lesions. They're the nooks and crannies of the chest. And the second main barrier is that the lesions are thin and below the resolution of the MRI. And I can add a third barrier to diagnosis. The most common area where the endometriosis in the chest is present is the diaphragm, which is the area where there are more movement artifacts, because MRI is not a breath hold investigation. So during an MRI, we don't hold our breath for 30 minutes, obviously. So we keep breathing. And the acquisition, although filtered through algorithms and computer system, is still a bit movement artifacts. So when you should have the highest resolution is actually when you get the least resolution.
Interesting.
MRIs.
How deep can these lesions go? Though, I mean, we're talking some superficial, but how deep can they go? Can they go into the lung? Can they go even deeper than that?
So they can definitely go through the diaphragm. And I'm trying to work together to build a classification in deep infiltrative and diaphragmatic disease and non-deep infiltrative diaphragmatic disease, because they tend to present with different colors according to if they are infiltrative or not. And also, yes, they can go in the lung. I've seen anecdotal cases of lung endometriosis. I was at least lucky enough when I've not seen any cases that are severe, but certainly I've seen in the pleura, so the lining of the lung. And I've seen a lot of deep infiltrative endometriosis in the diaphragm. And I had at least about 5-6 cases of very suspicious airway endometriosis. But it's very difficult to catch because although I've done bronchoscopy, a camera test of the airway, it's normally located very peripherally, where the airway is so thin that you can't fit the bronchoscope in, even using a thin one.
That's a wrap for this Quick Connect. I hope today's insights helped you move forward with more clarity and confidence. Do you have more questions? Keep them coming. Send them in, and I'll bring you the expert answers. You can send them in by using the link in the top of the description of this podcast episode, or by emailing contact@endobattery.com or visiting the endobattery.com contact page. Until next time, keep feeling empowered through knowledge.